have my very good friend Anna here with me today, and she asked me if I could organize her closet a little bit and help her with some of her pieces to make sense out of it.
Well, thank you so much, Anna, for having me on your channel and coming over to my house to help me out with my closet.
What would you say is the biggest challenge that you have with your closet at the moment?
I would say my biggest challenge is that when I walk into the closet, I see a lot of items and I'm not sure how to quickly put all those items together into a one cohesive outfit.
I feel like that's a very common issue that a lot of people have. And in my opinion and in my experience, it's usually because we don't have it organized according to the way that we live our life. So what I'm going to do first is find out a little bit more about how you live your life.
So this is my closet, Anna, coming in.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Would you please tell me, how do you have it organized at the moment?
I would say the way I have it organized right now is not the most efficient. I did it by color.
And it's very nice and I like that, but it's not very practical because we don't really go after the clothes according to the color, we go by the occasion. And also another thing is that we have these knits here and the sweaters, and we're in July and in Miami, which we're definitely not going to be using anytime soon. And so I feel like these could definitely go somewhere else. You mentioned that you go to the office from Monday to Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So what we want to do is we want to make sure that you're set for that and you don't have to think about it. What I like to do is on Sunday, I would make sure that I have at least 3, ideally 5 outfits ready for the upcoming week. And by ready, I mean we want to look for stains if they're clean. We want to look for the loose threads around it. We want to look for the buttons, always check the buttons if they are not about to fall off. And then last thing, of course, we want to steam them or iron them and have them really ready to go.
That makes total sense to me. It seems like it will help with my morning routine and just streamline my process.
Perfect. So first, we're going to pick those 3 outfits for the upcoming week and see what you have here and put them at the front of your closet.
Yes, great. Let's do it.
At the moment, we have 2 dresses. We have 1 vest, 1 blouse, 2 skirts, and 1 pants, and I think we're all set. Now that we have the outfits picked, we're going to check them for the things that we were saying, making sure that they are ready to go. The next step in this, with something that you wear the most to the office, what would you say that would be?
I wear a lot of dresses, I would say, but also just shirts and pants.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a simple way of pulling up an outfit. Also, I wear suits sometimes when I'm seeing a client or when it's a more formal day.
I think we should go with business dresses.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you don't want to just go with, okay, I have my dresses here. You want to go by a specific category. So you want to follow with something that you can come and you know that that specific part of your closet, you can grab anything and it's going to be appropriate for the office. And then I would say we can go more into the casual. You're going to have your jeans, you're going to maybe have your linen blazers that are not really for the office but more for your everyday. And of course, then you can go by maybe your sport attire. I know we play golf together, therefore there's definitely going to be some golf shorts and golf pants and t-shirts, and you also want to have these. It's going to depend on the space that you have in your closet. If you can hang these, ideally you can do that. If you can, then of course you can fold. And then lastly, I would put my very special occasion dresses somewhere in the bag, because those are things that you're not going to really wear that often, so of course you don't need to have them accessible immediately.
What are some best suggestions for picking the right hangers for your garments? Would love to hear your thoughts about that.
I think this one definitely stained the dress, and the reason is it's kind of this velvety material that is colored probably in black color, and then if you put it on the white garment, it's going to stain it. It's not really staining. I think it's just leaving the lint on the dress that is a different color. So I would suggest either to use a white one that you have here that will match the color of the dress or of the blouse, or altogether my favorites are the wooden ones. And there's a couple of reasons for that. First one would be definitely the stains, but also, as you can see with this hanger, it's very thin. So if you have the wire hangers or these very thin ones, the whole dress kind of sits on this very small area, which means that it's going to droop it. If you have, on the other hand, the wooden one that is a little bit more space here, it's a little wider, it's going to make it much better. And the dress is not going to lose the shape as quickly.
We also have these cute hangers that you brought to my house. I really like them. They're adorable.
Thank you.
Would you use those for that dress maybe?
You can use those for that dress 100%. These are specifically meant for, this dress would be perfect for a hanger like that because again, they're thicker, but they're also softer. So they're made of this foam, which delicate fabrics like silk, for example, or chiffon, is going to be very friendly with this type of hanger and hanged on it, and it's not, again, going to change the fabric and destroy the fabric as quickly.
I also see that you brought those blocks of wood. Tell me more about it.
I have two options that I like to use in my closet. And it's either, I think a lot of us know this one, or you can just have a lavender in a little bag or any kind of essential oil as well. And you just hang it in your closet and it's going to make it smell nice. This one is white cotton, so it really smells like a fresh laundry, which I really love. You know, sometimes we have to be careful about what kind of chemicals are in there. So I really prefer the cedar wood blocks, which are these, or cedar wood altogether. Obviously this one, you just hang it in your closet again, and it's going to give it such a nice smell, as if you just built your closet from cedar wood, or you took it out of a cedar wood chest. And what is really nice about these is that when it starts losing the smell, you can just sand it with sandpaper and it's going to refresh that, and you can use it for a very long time.
Love that. And then we have those small balls, and I guess this is for the hanger, I assume?
Yes, exactly. This is for the hanger. It's the same thing as the cedar wood block. You just put it on the hanger like this. It has the same purpose. It's a little bit smaller, so you can have a couple of them, and these are nice to just use in the drawers. On top of the smell that it gives your closet is that it absorbs moisture, which means that you don't have to worry that much about mold. And the last thing is that they're also going to help with moths that normally, if you have garments, especially if you're storing them, you know, the moths are going to try to snack on them. So this is going to help repel them because they don't like that kind of smell.
Anna, I also noticed you brought this bag. It's a linen storage bag for clothing. I wanted to ask you about the benefits of this bag when storing your garments.
I definitely suggest to everybody to have garment bags that are from natural materials over the plastic bags that most of us have, also because a lot of companies just give them with the dresses. But this one is from Cezanne actually, and it's very nice. The reason for it is that because it's cotton, it's going to breathe very nicely, which means that your clothes are going to be able to breathe, especially if you store linen or cotton or other natural fibers.
Thank you so much, Anna, for coming over to my place and sharing some tips on closet organization. I'm excited to implement them in the next few days, and I'm sure it will make my life much easier. Thank you.
No, thank you so much for having me here, and I'm really excited for you to organize your closet, and I hope that we help you organize your own closet a little bit better as well. And I will see you in the next episode.